see if
Music
trying to get this.
reimagined.
Okay, we got Randy's channel hooked up here too, so that's going nice. And he was here, and now he's gone. He's got to get ready for ASFX TV here.
Artlist.io.
Okay, well, we got 5 minutes to the open. Let's look at the Mag 7 here real quick. Mag 7's looking pretty bullish so far.
Music licensing reimagined.
Although it just shows get the extended trading hours going here. Okay, we did sell off a bit on the Mag 7, so everything seems to be lining up right now. Dow's looking bullish, more bullish than, you know, the Mag 7 or, yeah, pretty much any of the other two indices. So could be thinking about taking a long on there.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
All right. Well, good luck to us all on Friday here.
Artlist.io.
So I'm expecting a small sell-off right off the get-go. Hopefully, we'll get tagged in. Targeting POC for partial and value area high for the remainder. Get our 5 orders ready up here too, just in case. The Dow's starting to take off a bit. Hey Paul, is the music loud or too loud or?
Artlist.io.
I feel like it's pretty loud on my end. Maybe that's better.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's get the MNQ open here on this Bookmap. Bookmap has 23,680, which is kind of roughly where we are right now. A few ticks higher, anyway, 10 points higher. Sorry, which is the previous day's Vwap. Our previous day's electronic Vwap.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
We got 1 minute to the open. You can hear my heartbeat pumping away. Hey,
Artlist.io.
good morning. Wishing you 300 green points. Hey, Nina.
Artlist.io.
Good morning. Thanks for checking in. Getting a bit of a pullback here, kind of what I'm hoping. We got our opening candle there.
Music licensing reimagined.
Need that little bit of pullback here for that entry. Might have to manually enter it here. We're not quite getting there.
Artlist.io.
Oh, right to the tick. Did we miss it? I'm actually going to give it another little bit of room there, just in case.
Music licensing reimagined.
May have missed it there, unfortunately. Okay, looking like we might get tagged in here. We're on the 2-minute chart.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, I think I missed it. I shouldn't have moved my order there. Would have been up 10 points there already. But if it keeps selling off towards the downside, I'm not that excited to jump in on this, actually. Dow's ripping higher right now.
Artlist.io.
Okay, well, I'm actually going to close this trade here. Give it a few more seconds to head down there, but
Artlist.io.
hey, good morning. Riaz, right? Thanks for checking out the stream.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, well, looks like we might get another chance here to get in. Let's just hope it doesn't head too much lower. I'll probably put my stop right below this recent low wick. And we got edged on the order.
Artlist.io.
There we go, we're in. Stop is just below there.
Music
Got 200
licensing
risking on the table
reimagined.
here. We'll put our take profit up at point of control. And we'll take a partial here. Limit sell, we'll sell 3 here. If it continues below value area low pretty far, I'll definitely be getting out early. But so far looking like we might find some support there. Here we go. We're getting a bit of a bounce.
Music licensing reimagined.
If we can just head back to 23,659. Got my 3 orders there. Once we touch those, I'll go break even on the balance and leave 2 for runners. Hopefully take 1 more off at point of control, and then the other one just try to leave it to run to value area high.
Artlist.io.
But we need that bounce first. Looking pretty bearish at the moment, actually.
Artlist.io.
All right, 6:35, 5 minutes in.
Music licensing
Dow pumped up,
reimagined.
selling off a bit. ES pulling back. NQ pulling back. We're right at our would it be Wednesday's VWAP. We do have a bearish fair value gap in here. We really need to invert that at the 42 area.
Artlist.io.
Starting to push down a bit. Hopefully we find that support that we're looking for here. We've been having a lot of buyers in this area holding up price multiple times.
Music
So,
licensing
but
reimagined.
overall, we're looking pretty bearish this morning. So not 100% convinced that this trade's going to work out very good yet. Let's see, we can break that. The New York VWAP would be beautiful. But rejected, so that's not a great sign.
Artlist.io.
We got orders at 23,625 there. That's kind of what it keeps bumping into here. So hopefully, might be a losing trade. Thinking about cutting it here if we get much lower, then yeah, looking like it's going to stop us out here. Yeah, we're out. All right, so 200 down on that trade. Unfortunately, didn't play out like I was hoping. We still have value area low, electronic value area low here, where it might end up taking a bounce. Let's clear, cancel all these orders. So now we'll just wait for the range to set here. Yeah, and of course it's going to bounce, right?
Artlist.io.
So big set of orders at 23,600 there, down here. So yeah, on to the next trade. That's exactly what we're doing. So we'll watch this on the 5 minute for now. We did have the bearish fair value gap, which
Music licensing
I was hoping was going to get inverted, but it didn't. So that's why we're temporarily heading lower. Let me take a look at MES here, guys.
Artlist.io.
So I took a trade last night on my 50K account, 150K account, sorry. Let's show you guys this one real quick. Sorry. What am I doing here? References, show chart executions.
Music licensing reimagined.
We gotta go back to NQ. just while we're waiting for the range to set here. So we had this pretty large downward trend line here. Showed some respect here once. I actually took this trade right here, this short, in my in a paper trading account, and it basically ran for a bit. So I liked it because we rejected off the value area high. We came up again one more time, so I entered short with 20 MNQs with the target kind of hoping for the target down at the previous day Vwap. But I covered 15 of the 20, roughly, what is this, 733. So I entered at like 740, 739, covered 15 at 733, locked in a little over 200 profit, slowly scaled out one at a time on the way down here. I actually added one here and brought my stop to break even or slightly profitable, and ended up coming out and stopping me out on those last two shares. So up to 95 on that trade, which was pretty beautiful. And then now I got looking for the buy just after Michigan sentiment. That's coming out as 10 a.m. I guess.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we're down at the electronic value area low. Found some support there. Let's head back to the ES. Finding some support down here at the 492 area.
Artlist.io.
That trend line is pretty much here also. So if we can get above that, we could definitely see a nice move higher. Fridays have been pretty decent lately. I found price action's been pretty good. We've been picking a direction for the most part. So let's be patient here. 3 minutes opening range is set. Looking like that, sort of. Changes to purple. So we didn't really hit value area low on the ES yet. Feeling a little bearish on the day. We're obviously not really in bearish territory yet, but you know, considering we pumped up and then we basically sold off, we've been under Vwap the entire night. A bit lower. If we continue past this area, it's not ideal. Although I just noticed we do have a divergence between MES and NQ, and I would think that this is a bullish divergence. So we're looking like NQ might be planning to head higher. So because the Dow's just ripping. So let's get back here. Yeah, I wasn't that confident in this morning's out of the gate trade, so I only went with 5 contracts rather than typically I'm using 10. So So yeah, we'll be patient here. Looking like we got 30 seconds till the range is set here. Might as well frame up this opening range on NQ. Enjoy some coffee for 30 seconds and
Music licensing reimagined.
we'll be looking for a trade after that. We got 10 seconds on our some news anyways. NQ looking like it wants to go a little bit lower. MES breaking the bottom of that divergence line.
Artlist.io.
Did we get let's go to the 1 minute here and make sure we got this marked out correctly. Is this the start of the new 46 candles? No. 45, so we've got to add on a little bit here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Oh, ripping really lower here on NQ, guys. So it was definitely the right idea to get out of that trade where I did. Because I was thinking I could hold it to electronic value area low. Oh, but look at that. Ripped right through previous day low. It's not looking good for the day. Make me want to trade the Dow. The Dow's ripping higher. You got a nice bullish fair value gap on the Dow. Part of me thinks that when we sell off like this in the morning and then the Dow is ripping, it's like really they're just rolling the money out of the two other indexes into the Dow temporarily. Hey, good morning. There's my dad, D. Roy Stewart. He's in.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, well, hey, patience is the name of the game if we're not in a short now.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, look at that. Rip down to the value area low. Where's our monthly point of control? We're well below the monthly point of control on the MNQ, but I'm pretty sure we're well above
Music licensing
it on
reimagined.
ES. So I'll just show you guys this real quick here. So here's a trading view chart. This is the ES. We sold off down to the value area low here. The monthly control is well a ways down here, and then on NQ, sorry, I say ES on the last one. That's this one's ES. This is NQ. We're well below the point of control. So two different positions on each of the two indices currently. Dow's pulling back right now. Everything's sort of selling off a
Music
bit.
licensing reimagined.
It's a Friday. So I got a bunch of banners I can run. Let's put this one up. Sitting flat, waiting for the opportunity.
Artlist.io.
Okay.
Artlist.io.
What are we looking at NQ for in the past here? We're at a previous low here at the 541s.
Music licensing reimagined.
I have lots of price action here to hold up the price where we are. It's looking like one of these days where it's just gonna go lower, eh?
Artlist.io.
My Project X seems like it's pretty slow right now. It's just when I'm moving it around and stuff, it just seems a little like almost laggy. So we got orders at 64, 81, and 80 here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Well, like I was saying, I'm sort of overall bearish, but I didn't really take my own advice on that. Nine minutes till the hour. I think he's Michigan Sentiment.
Music licensing
10.
reimagined.
Fed Cook hearing. We have that at 7. I gotta figure out if these times are actually my time. Look at the time on Financial Juice.
Artlist.io.
Bouncing a bit here, looking like we're holding the electronic value area low for now. I would definitely want to see us get above the 9 EMA here. We're going to look for a bounce. But fairly low risk to reward long down here. I'm not suggesting you guys take this trade, but I would wait for more confirmation. But that's only a 4.5 point stop, and you could target sort of like up to 12 points on that trade. We got those orders at 80 and 81, which are kind of our roadblock here, but they could also be the draw. So, like I said, don't take this trade, guys. Just putting it up there. Let's just switch that up. We got a huge decline on our CVD. So since the open, we're negative 6,057. So hopefully what we can see is if we can see that this number keeps decreasing, like so if it's like goes a little more positive, like maybe into the 5,000s, and we're not really going anywhere, that could be a good sign that we're starting to build up some pressure to head higher. But right now I'm thinking 80 and 81 is kind of going to be the draw on liquidity. We do have a bearish fair value gap on ES up at let's see, 64.8775 to 92. Let's frame this out. 87.75 to 92. Roughly in this area. So let's go the bearish one. So we're gonna put that orange. So I'm gonna remove this long position just because I'm gonna have to seed some confirmation first. I have the ASFX stream on the side here going, and Tanner just entered a long. He took a long earlier. He ended up stopping out. Now he took another long. Hopefully, works out in his favor. I'm a little worried though about like having this bearish fair value gap here. So technically, I would want to see a close above this fair value gap before we take a long. So, and since the overnight VWAP is right there, you know, that could be our kind of our entry point here. If we invert that, we could put our stop below that fair value.
Licensing reimagined.
So I don't have my VWAP in this one here. So yeah, looking for, if we get a bounce off here, we get a 5-minute closure candle above this fair value gap, we could definitely see a move higher. So let's see here.
Artlist.io.
Sorry guys, I'll be right back.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All right, guys. Sorry, I'm back. Okay, so it looks like my potential plan isn't playing out. We did dip into that bearish fair value gap and move lower, so that should have been the actual trade.
Artlist.io.
So let's see here. We got 3 people in my channel watching. I'm gonna just quickly open up Randy's because I don't know if you guys know, but we are streaming to both of our channels. Looks like we got one person watching there. All the comments came through on Randy's channel mostly. It looks like my messages aren't going to Randy's channel, which I thought that it was supposed to. Yeah, normally when you we'll have to figure out that. Show comments on stage. Okay, gotcha.
Music licensing reimagined.
At least I can see your guys' texts, your messages, so I can shout out by voice to you guys. If you're in Randy's channel there. Might be getting that bounce now. We bounced off previous day low. The Dow just popping really good there. Big bounce from 590 to 601 like in an instant. The Mag 7 selling off really hard. They're moving way lower right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
So yeah, definitely looking like a bearish day today. We'll have to see if what happens here. Okay, so we got the mission sentiment out. 58.2 and the forecast was 58.6. So not exactly sure what that means. But we did get a little bit of a whipsaw candle there at the 7 a.m. candle. What we were expecting. What are we looking at here? We do have these lows down here. These lows could be the target. 64.71.
Music licensing reimagined.
But typically this is the first break of the opening range. So if the stats are correct, typically we're going to head back at least back into this area at some point. Could even set up a limit order here ahead of time for a short because we are looking so bearish. So let's just do we'll do that. We'll line it up sort of with the Vwap here. We can even yeah, so we got the bottom of the range. We got the New York Vwap, and then we also have our electronic Vwap above it. So as long as we put our stop up a little bit higher for this, if we get a pullback here, that would be a definite potential entry.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we kind of do something like this, 12 points there. And then we can look to head down there.
Artlist.io.
But we're still looking lower at the moment. So I'm going to be patient here, try to wait for a pullback. I don't want to chase it down here. This could do anything right here, make a V recovery.
Music licensing reimagined.
And it could just continue lower. Like, oh my gosh. The Dow the Dow, guys. Look at this Dow right now. Look at that. So 684 down to 512. So 170 points down. That's a crazy move, guys.
Artlist.io.
Hey, Tim, good morning. Hey, Scott, good morning. Thanks for showing up. Might be, I can't really tell if you're in my channel or in Randy's channel, but either way, you guys can catch the stream. Appreciate you guys showing up. Hopefully you're doing better than me this morning. I got one losing trade out the gate this morning, so. Okay, Scott's in my channel anyways, so I guess Tim's probably in Randy's. Good morning, good morning. So is this what we're gonna do? Is we're just gonna sell off all day and then hard to find entries? I guess what we could do is we could start doing some handoff VWAPs here. So the last on this yellow line here, which is our New York VWAP, we touched it right there and we moved lower. We haven't really touched again. So what you can do is you can add another handoff VWAP there to the last candle that touches. So we got another one that touched there, but hasn't touched since. So you can add another one, and then this is potentially a short entry area. I would say the more handoffs you get, the less reliable it gets. So keep that in mind. That if you were to enter a short in this area, you know, it's not as reliable as waiting for, you know, a pullback right to the New York or even to the second handoff. Or the first handoff, I should say. But as we're looking right now, it's looking like it's just going to keep going lower. Dow's still going lower pretty heavily. We're down at 450 now from 680, so we're at more than 200 points down on the Dow. So it's really pulling everything down. I'll be willing to take one more trade on this account. I'll keep the size low, so in case it is a loser, we don't give back more. We'll be waiting for 7:30 candle so that we can, you know, set our initial balance and look for a failed auction or a take of the initial balance low, and then it'll definitely be looking lower. Too bad we didn't go short on the Dow though, hey guys, or I mean on the NQ, because it's looking like it's going to go way lower. I'll just point this out to you also here is we've had a huge downward trend line for NQ for quite some time. We've been selling off, so you know we could actually have a target down here at 23,331 on the NQ. As you can see, we've been in this channel for quite a while. We broke out and then we're heading down, so we could end up going all the way to the top channel, find some support, and then head higher, or break right into the channel. So we would want to wait for some sort of confirmation if we do get to that area. But I might be considering taking a long on this area. We got a bunch of support on the chart back here, which would line up with help in keeping us back out of this channel. So let's put this back out of the way. Stay focused here.
Music licensing reimagined.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bearish candles and one relatively bearish candle. Where's it going to end, guys? Where's it going to end? So just so you guys know, I will be live also on Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. for the Eastern Standard Time. So if you're available and looking to trade, or even come on and take some paper trades, see how it works out. I do find that the volatility is pretty decent, and there's decent amount of volume on Sundays, because most of the traders, they take the whole weekend off and they're kind of like itching to get back in. And usually there's some sort of news and stuff that happened over the weekend. So yeah, if you're available, come check it out. Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see it on the banner there. Getting our first little bit of a bounce here. Is this going to be the bottom? Or are we just going to get a little breather? Let's see. We do have a little bit of support at 64.65 from previous days. So we did get it did drag down the New York, and it made it touch by the close of this candle. So if we don't get another touch to the New York Vwap, we can always put another handoff in there. Randy entered it short here, actually, at the previous day low at the 80s. Very nice. So
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
yeah, I missed the entry on today's trades, guys. But we got lots of time left, so we'll just be patient for now.
Artlist.io.
I think Randy's gonna have a killer day today, guys, because he just took his short trade on, and he's got the basket of 25 accounts, and it's looking like a winner. So if it's 25 times, I don't know. I think he went in. I think he's been trading 3 micros. So and he's in at 80, and we're down at 65. So 15 points. Let's do this really quick here.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
So so if he's still in that trade with 3 contracts at 15 points, it's 900.
Music
Is that true?
licensing reimagined.
15 points on the MES with 3 micros is 900 profit. So if he's made 900 profit times 25, that's a huge amount of money. Hey everybody. That's like that's like 20 grand in one trade.
Artlist.io.
Are we gonna move lower here? Looking like we're trying to take this these lows. 64.60 down below. I'm just gonna get rid of this order because we're not getting that pullback anytime soon. It's kind of looking like it's gonna be a downtrend all day today. What do you think? What do you guys think?
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Damn, Randy had a killer day. That's crazy. 3.5K per account on the first basket, 1.9K on the second basket. Randy, do my math for me. I'm hungover. Oh, so they're talking about Nick Jocelyn. He's he had a killer trade, so he's up like, I think he's trading like 75 accounts. $3.5K per account on the first basket, 1.9 on the second basket. Damn. 4,000 and yeah. Good job, Nick. We are finding some support here, guys. Although I don't really have much of a reason to be, I don't really have any entry criteria down here.
Music licensing reimagined.
And I feel like if we're taking a long here, we're kind of risking, you know, heading lower and not really having any real supports down at the bottom here. We bounced off that 64.60. If we get a nice clean take of this low day VWAP, could think about taking a long here. But we do have a bearish fair value gap in this little area, so we would have to invert that ideally on the 5-minute. And then, but there's another bearish fair value gap like right up here. So let's mark these up here. What do we got there? That's 77 down to 72. Okay, and then this one is 67 or 68 to 70. To 8 to 70.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
I'm a little concerned about that, like that channel I was talking about on the MNQ. That could definitely be the target. Let's go back to 15-minute here.
Artlist.io.
Let's turn off these executions here. So here's that
Music
trend line.
licensing reimagined.
But we do have this candle back here, which was from the end of the day on, I guess that's Wednesday,
Artlist.io.
and that's kind of where we found the support here.
Music licensing reimagined.
80 to, wow, that's a 50 points in that candle. Thinking about taking a long here, guys.
Artlist.io.
But look at that, that's like 50 points already. Stop. It's a little scary. Let's see what the 1 minute's looking like here. Yeah, see,
Music licensing
our stop would have to be
reimagined.
down here below this area. Could end up getting a short opportunity here, or even up here at the previous day low.
Artlist.io.
Okay, well we are touching into the fair value gap on the ES here.
Music licensing.
So that
reimagined.
candle, that's a, we need to look at the 5, sorry. That was a pretty nice rejection there, guys, on the bearish fair value gap. We got a lot of orders at, that's wrong. I'm running out of space on my,
Artlist.io.
got too many videos on my computer right now. Need to free up some space.
Music licensing reimagined.
Feeling a little bit like a deer in the headlights right now. Because this could be the area where we bounce and turn higher, right? So could try to take these fair value gap trades, but just don't have any confluences with them, right? Like I prefer to use my fair value gaps when they're near like a, you know, the value area or the previous day low or something, and we're just kind of extended. So ideally we can get a pullback up to the previous day low, and we'll touch the New York and then head lower. That would be nice.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
A little worried that we're going to run out of space on our bookmap stuff. So I think I might need to try to move some files here to my external hard drive. So I think I had a really long recording. These two. Let's put these guys into.
Music licensing reimagined.
Put in another file unused. That should help a bit. Let's see here.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, there we go. Now it's gone. Freed up a little bit of space. So that fair value gap looking like it's working.
Music licensing reimagined.
Looking like Randy's in another trade, I think. $64.60, got a bunch of orders down there. Kind of where we've been finding support here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, guys, we could stick a low day Vwap on here, anchor one down at the lowest point. We'll make that one purple.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All right, are we going to hold that low day Vwap, or are we going to head lower here? That's the question. I think the guys in ASFX, a lot of them are taking shorts right now. Not liking that we're stuck in this little range here, though. So I think patience is the name of the game for now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Just gonna grab a coffee, guys. I'll be right back.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
Looking like we're finally getting that bounce here.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
All right, what are we gonna do here, guys? Wish I didn't look for that long first at the get-go, because kind of threw me off. Would have probably been short. So we're coming up to that New York Vwap on NQ here.
Artlist.io.
Marked up my Vwaps on the trading view. No fair value gaps or anything there. We're actually in a fair value gap right now on NQ.
Licensing reimagined.
So if we, you know what, I'm gonna put an order here. Let's put a limit sell of 5. See if we can't get tagged in on a bounce here on the NQ. I'm hoping, because we do have a bearish fair value gap right in this little area here, that like maybe we can wick up here and then come back down. That would be kind of really good. Nice entry point right on the New York VWAP, and then hopefully end up closing below that fair value gap. Fair value gap is roughly from here to here. So the only negative is that we only have 1 minute 18 seconds left on this candle, which I mean is a lot of time, but you know, we're currently 502 to 22 points away from my sell order there. Let's get the NQ showing here. I'm actually gonna just enter with 1 short here, so that we can get in on this trade if it does just start to rip lower. And let's change these to we'll change this to 4. So 4. We end up catching a bounce there.
Artlist.io.
.24 seconds left on this candle here. So even with one
Music
MNQ, if we
licensing
target this
reimagined.
downward trend line here, let's confirm it's at the same price, 23,325. Yeah, so if we can get anywhere down here, look at that, it's $300 just on one NQ. So risking $200 on this trade, if we technically we don't even need to be that high. We'll just put it just around the previous day low.
Artlist.io.
Short position like this. Let's hope we break this low day VWAP and then start moving lower.
Licensing reimagined.
Starting to move lower a little bit here. Depending on how this looks, we can always add more as we're heading lower. If we break this, head past these lows here, 23,426 area, then I could definitely think about adding for the next leg down. We might get a bounce here. That fair value gap is still valid at this point. Check out this Starbucks Scotland cup.
Music licensing reimagined.
I like my my cool coffee cups. I'm always buying like Tim Hortons or Starbucks coffee cups because they're pretty sweet looking. Look at the camera could use a little bit.
Artlist.io.
It's a little too high. That's better there.
Music licensing reimagined.
Bouncing pretty hard. Finding a little resistance at this 9 EMA, but let's hope we get tagged in on the New York and then just turns around and goes back down. So we're just crossing the top side of that bearish fair value gap right now.
Artlist.io.
It's not invalidated until this candle closes. We still have 2 minutes basically on that. But I'm a little concerned because two guys on the ASFX TV, Tanner and Lawrence, they're both long right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
So, because we haven't really got our pullback yet, right? And that's the bottom of the range there. Might add a little bit of room here on this.
Artlist.io.
So Dow bounced pretty solid. ES and NQ are curling a bit.
Artlist.io.
So 46 seconds left on this candle. If this candle closes and invalidates this bearish fair value gap but doesn't tag me in, I will think about just exiting this trade with that one
Music
contract here,
licensing
because
reimagined.
the next fair value gap is all the way up. $23,540 area, so up in this area here.
Artlist.io.
So we did close above that. So we'll give this candle a short amount of time here, but I'm actually thinking that if I'm gonna add to this trade, it's gonna have to be at that higher level, at the 40s. Sorry, 74 to 85 is where it is actually, which is way up here. So yeah, if we end up breaking this New York with any strength, I'll definitely think about just cutting this because I don't want to be on the wrong side of the trade for too long. Because we did invalidate that fair value gap, it's gone off of the chart. So let's delete that for now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Finding support on this low a day anchored Vwap. I'm just going to remove that order for now because if it comes all the way up here, I'm going to want to be out of this trade long before we get up here anyways. So
Artlist.io.
got this one contract just as sort of a feeler trade. Like I was saying, if we start breaking down below these lows here, I'll definitely be thinking about adding to this trade. Try to squeeze out a few more bucks.
Music licensing reimagined.
These guys are talking about options on ASFX TV, and I don't know if any of you guys have traded options before. I've done it a bit. I've had some decent success and also some losses. If you make the wrong decision, and especially like on Fridays, because that's a 0 DTE, which is 0 days to expiry, you can get a lot of volatility because those contracts are going to end. They can go up really fast, but they can go down just as fast. So depending on your position, you could really get damaged by them quickly, and they can end up becoming like zero value, right? If the price moves away from your contracts too quickly, you can literally sell them for like $1 at the end of the day, which is like 1 penny actually, because you got to take the amount times 100. So 1 penny times 100 is $1, because you're always trading 100 shares with options. So looking like I need to close and restart Bookmap because it's we ran out of memory. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning up on my computer here. I hate having to close it and restart it because all that data that was there kind of disappears, right? So it's not going to tell me
Music licensing reimagined.
the proper delta or CVD. Yeah. Kind of stuck in the chop right now, guys. Just being patient here. Keep an eye on MNQ. Yeah, CRCVD only shows -200, but it was like -6,000 or something.
Artlist.io.
Getting a little bit of a move lower here. This is nice, guys.
Music licensing reimagined.
Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, Tim, let's do it, buddy. I hate to fade those guys on ASFX TV, but I just feel like we're just in that bearish trend. So, you know, we're just kind of like want to enter on these pullbacks for potential move lower. Obviously, no guarantee. You know, this could just turn around and erase that candle right there in like no time.
Music licensing reimagined.
We're selling off a bit on the Dow right now. ES is looking also a little bit bearish. So where's our point of control on today's price action? Yeah, so our volume point of control on today's price action is actually very close to where we are right now. So let's hope that that's sellers in that area loading up, but it might end up actually being support here. Let's see how it goes. And for some reason our Bookmap froze again. Critical error.
Music licensing reimagined.
What the heck's going on here, guys? And it doesn't want to close now, so let's close this.
Artlist.io.
What's going on here, guys? I still have too many videos or something. Might need to go add or remove a program.
Artlist.io.
And Bookmap's super slow right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
See if I can remove a game or something here.
Artlist.io.
Oh, Mini Royale. Let's uninstall that guy. Okay.
Music licensing reimagined.
Get out of here. What is going on? I don't want to do a Val survey. No, thank you. Stop it. Uninstall. There we go. Sorry about that. So unprofessional. Okay, guys, it's looking pretty good so far. We're getting a nice move lower here. Let's hope we get. I like Keith's. We need to put Keith's or Tim's comment up there. Lock it in place. Drop it like it's hot. So like I was saying, if we get a nice break below this area, you can think about adding one more. So what I can do is you can put like a stop sell 1. Oh, that was a stop sell 2, but stop sell 1. So if we get a little bit of momentum going here, let's hope that the Bookmap doesn't freeze on us again here. Jeez. See if there's anything else I can uninstall really quick.
Artlist.io.
Overwatch? Yeah, let's see. I don't even think I have Overwatch installed. I don't know why it's...
Music licensing reimagined.
All right, getting that little bit more of a move here, guys. Are we going to get an entry here? I'm actually going to give it a couple more ticks.
Artlist.io.
Let's hope it's doesn't find its support here. We need to rip through this lower here. MNQ. Bouncing a bit.
Music licensing reimagined.
We took out those orders at 23,430. This often happens where we end up taking orders and then, we end up bouncing up off there. But let's hope we get a bit of a continuation down now. We do have a bearish fair value up, 452 up to 69. 52 to 59.
Music licensing reimagined.
3 to 60. 67 actually. Okay, I'm gonna actually just get rid of the ES since because this thing keeps crashing. So let's get rid of ES for now.
Artlist.io.
And we'll just watch since we're only in NQ at the moment, anyways. Let's just watch that.
Artlist.io.
Sorry guys, I'll be right back again. I took that order off, by the way.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hey Juan, good morning. Thanks for checking in. Oh, they're doing a duck race. They're doing a duck race on ASFX TV. So looks like we pushed down, but we're bouncing a bit here.
Artlist.io.
Is this fair value gap going to be in play? Come on, Bears, let's go lower. So I did release, it probably won't be good for most of you guys that are in the chat here, but I got a new video dropping today at 10 a.m. So which would be 1 p.m. East Coast. And it's basically a beginner trader lingo video because my dad's been watching the stream and he has no idea what we're talking about. So he suggested that I make a video regarding, key terms that we're using, that we're throwing around all the time that maybe most people that are new won't understand. So yeah. So Tim said, as of now, I don't trade futures, just Forex. Really thinking about opening a 50K top one futures account. Yeah, I mean, hey, Tim, at least you have some experience with Forex, right? So your skills will definitely translate. And, it's a great way to learn because you're not going to be putting so much dollar value risk on there, right? So, yeah, that's great. You should definitely give it a try. And top one is great because they use Project X. Project X has a few minor issues, but they're overall it's great, especially with like the lockout features and the take profits and stuff like that. So you can use code Christine or code TRV currently. I'm still working on getting a code for myself for affiliate program. But so we're pulling down here 23 420s, kind of at a bit of a roadblock here. Let's see if we're going to take these orders. We got more orders down at 15 with our eventual target at just above the 400s. There, we just took those. I'm actually going to add one contract here. I'm going to adjust my stop to reflect that. Hopefully we can get a little bit lag lower here, then I'll drag my stop to at least break even. Worst case scenario, we get stopped out, break even. We're currently up 120.
Artlist.io.
Bouncing a bit here after we took those orders, but that typically is what happens. We saw that before earlier here when we took these orders. We take them, we bounce, right? We attempted to take some more down here. We bounced. We ended up taking the lower contracts. So let's hope that this is just the bounce before we head lower, right? The market breezed and waves. So this ad could be not the best ad because I did take it at basically the lowest price of the day so far. But just by going overall trend today, looking like we're probably hopefully going to sell off more, right? Check out our banners here. What else do we got?
Music licensing reimagined.
So are we going to reject off this fair value gap if we're pulling up here? Bouncing a bit still. Not liking the strength of this bounce, actually. This is looking pretty strong right now. Moving pretty quickly up here, right up to break-even price.
Artlist.io.
So far that ad was not the best ad, considering.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, rejected off that fair value gap right at my entry price. Let's hope we continue this leg lower, boys and gals. I know we do have a couple ladies in the chat.
Artlist.io.
Looks like the boys on ASFX just finished up their stream.
Music licensing reimagined.
Still bouncing a bit here. See if we got. See if there's any news coming up that I can find. Hopefully Trump doesn't come out and talk today. That would suck. Nice, rejected a little bit off that fair value gap.
Artlist.io.
How many cups of coffees are you guys on yet so far? I'm on 3 now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Just gonna give you guys an applause just because thanks for showing up. And an air horn. The price is coming back to our entry price here, guys. Need that move lower.
Artlist.io.
Hoping.
Artlist.io.
My coffee machine just shut off there. I can hear it on the stream. It looks like we got 7 viewers total, 5 in Randy's channel and 2 in mine. I just noticed that I can see that on StreamYard. Come on, Bear, step it up here. Maybe I should have closed that trade when it was down there, but you know, hindsight's 20/20 at this point, right?
Artlist.io.
Kind of are due for a bounce here, unfortunately. Yes, just it's invalidating a bearish fair value gap. Dow is starting to bounce a bit. Just broke the 9 EMA, and as you can see on the NQ, we're getting pretty close to that also. I guess we got a new low, so we got to anchor our low day view up over there. What we need is a Randy B candle to the downside.
Artlist.io.
Randy Boner candle. Yeah, I'm curious to see how Randy did today with trading those baskets at 25 accounts. You know, $100 win is $2,500. So curious to find out what happened. Something I'm gonna have to start considering about. I just want to get a couple more payouts. 1 or 2 more payouts would be nice. Then I would consider diving deeper into the copy trading. You know, get 10 accounts or something. There'll probably be evaluations. Obviously, try to do it the most inexpensive way possible. Just copy trade a bunch of evals with my funded accounts, and then move on from there. It's like watching paint dry right now, guys. What's going on here? We need those sellers to step in. Those orders down at 23,400 are just really calling our names here.
Reimagined.
So that's kind of the line in the sand on the downside too, right? If we find that we bounce really hard off of those 400s, that's going to be an indication to consider, you know, closing the trade early. We might be getting that bounce now, actually. So if this ends up closing above the fair value gap, I might just think about reversing my position to ride it up to the New York at least. Because we got 1:57 seconds left on this candle. I'm really hoping that it doesn't invalidate this fair value gap. So if it ends up closing anywhere above this line, that basically inverts it, saying that the bulls are starting to take over. So we got a big block of orders at 75.80 here up above. This was actually, I think, Randy's. Nope, never mind. He was on BS.
Artlist.io.
475, 480 is kind of our next defense for the upside. So if we end up, yeah, like I said, if we end up closing above this fair value gap on this 5 minute, I might just take a small loss on this trade and flip my position. But so far, it's not looking too bad. Not looking too bad here. We just need to get, you know, anywhere below 64.75 on the closure of the candle. We got 36 seconds left on this.
Artlist.io.
Down 50 on this trade currently. Yeah, that ad is just not a good ad, actually. Hurting me right now because we added like somewhere around here 416, and now we're up 50 points from there. So it's basically just getting rid of all of our gains and then some. Okay, so we did close that candle here. Thinking about reversing our position here. Let's give this a few seconds, see what's going to shake out here. Might just head lower, but that is a bullish fair value gap. Now, this one, so we can actually change that to a green.
Artlist.io.
And then this would be my last trade if I reverse this position here. Yeah, and it's looking pretty bullish, guys. But I'd hate to reverse it. I mean, I guess our target's going to be the New York Vwap if we do reverse it. Because that could easily be the end of the upside. In fact, we are pretty close to the potential end of the upside here. Such a catch-22 right now, guys. There's an opening candle right there. We just draw this trend line here. We did kind of break that right there.
Artlist.io.
We could think about if we pull back into this now green bullish fair value gap, we could think about reversing it right there, 57 to 69.
Music licensing.
57 to 69. That's pretty good there. See how it acts around this fair value gap here. So we did dip in and bounce 63 to 74. So we bounced 10 points out of there.
Artlist.io.
I just feel like as soon as I reverse it, you know, it's just gonna head lower. Hey Keith, good morning.
Licensing reimagined.
Keith in the house. Nice, Keith. Passed the combine today. That's awesome. That's why I was cheering for you there. Congratulations there. That's awesome. You must have been short.
Music licensing reimagined.
We need a nice dark blue candle here, boys and gals. Let's move it a bit lower.
Artlist.io.
Ideally, we could get a 5-minute closure below this now bullish fair value gap. That would just re-invert it into a bearish one. But we only got 20 seconds left, and it seems like it's holding so far. But, you know, 20 seconds is quite a bit of time. Down $50 currently on this trade.
Artlist.io.
Okay, so we did not invert that bearish or the bullish one. This is a whole new candle now, 5-minute candle just starting. Looking okay though. We did touch a bearish fair value gap on the ES, and you know, the Dow came up and rejected off the overnight VWAP and the New York VWAP. I'm gonna take a look quick at the Mag 7 here. Mag 7 bouncing off a bullish fair value gap, kind of the same thing that we have on the NQ. Yeah, it's looking pretty strong here, guys. We got orders up at 80 here. Kind of climbing up a bit towards those orders. Thinking about reversing the position here. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, reverse my position. Let's hope this doesn't come back to bite me here. We're gonna only target to the New York, basically.
Music licensing reimagined.
You know what? Let's target this fully. We'll take one contract off here if we can get there. If we end up going below this fair value gap here, closing below it, I will cut this trade, and that will be the end of the day for me, guys. We're down 290 right now in this account, reaching the maximum of what I really want to lose in this account. So could have closed out earlier to recover, I think it was about $130 in profit down at the lows here. Fortunately, I added, so, you know, kind of basically removed all those profits and then some. That's the negative part about adding. So let's hope that this move higher continues, guys. Like I said, though, if we end up closing below this this fair value gap, I'm definitely going to cut this trade. Since we are overall bearish. Probably shouldn't have flip-flopped there without a little more confirmation, but just be patient here. Let's go back to, I'm going to keep the Mag 7 up. Yeah, the Mag 7 bounced and then rejected off the 21 EMA. We did cross on the MACD, and it's curling up a bit. So looking like a losing day, though, definitely at this point. My positions just definitely aren't really working out. Decision making maybe a little bit off this morning. So we got 1 minute left on this candle. Hopefully we can hold this fair value gap, this bullish fair value gap here. ES bouncing a bit. Mag 7 also has that bullish fair value gap. We're dipped into it right now. So it's really key, if this is going to work, that we hold that level. The buyer's got to be around somewhere. Got Jose still flat. Oh, what are the chances, hey? From what I hear, Jose doesn't take his trades very often, so pretty patient guy. Still got 7 viewers. We got 4 on Randy's channel and 3 on my channel.
Music
Thanks for checking in on both channels there,
reimagined.
guys. Getting that bounce here a bit. New candle started. Let's see if we can we really need a boner candle here, guys. Randy B, summon us one. Summon us a Randy B candle here. Come on, guys. I think I'm drinking a little too much coffee here today, guys. I'll be back in a sec here, guys.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Hey guys, looking like we're getting a little bit of a bounce here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So that fair value gap held. Hey guys, look at that. So we'll actually target the top of this candle here, and we'll see how it looks when we get up to that Vwap here. If we end up trying to rip right through it.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Looking pretty good here, guys. Sorry about oh geez. My dog has a hematoma in his ear and I'm trying to put an ice bag on it and he just keeps shaking it off. So one sec.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I missed a couple chats here. I got to go to drive. Have a good day trading. Okay, see you, Juan. Jose, haha, I take trades. I just have my setups that I like. Gotcha, makes sense. What was the reason for the trade and what was your entry signal? Well, I was short and then I added to the trade. The trade ended up going against me. We had a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap right here. And basically this candle inverted that fair value gap. And once it inverted it, it becomes kind of a bullish fair value gap. We dipped into it here and then we started looking like it was going to go higher. So I basically reversed my position, looking for at least a move to the New York Vwap. So I'll probably end up covering one share around here, hoping that we're going to get a continuation and then the remainder up there.
Artlist.io.
So yeah, so it's basically an inverted fair value gap was my entry, and it seemed to hold. So I'll show you here. I got an indicator showing it on my trading view.
Music licensing reimagined.
So you can see right here, we got this fair value gap. This was originally a bearish one from this part. So this would be a bearish fair value gap. But we came down, we did this big 5-minute closure above the bearish one, which basically inverted into a bullish one. We came back, we tapped into it, and now we're moving higher. So that's kind of my entry signal on that.
Artlist.io.
So we're rejecting off the 21 EMA, which isn't ideal, but you know, it's going to be moving in waves. Let's just hope that that's not the top, because you know, being in such a bearish trend, that might be the end of the move right there.
Licensing reimagined.
But we're also relatively bullish, you know, on the week, obviously, since we've been having some like all-time highs and everything. So they might just blast right through this VWAP and through this 21 and continue higher. So we'll have to see how this plays out. We got a bunch of orders at the 500 here, which is kind of a key level also. So if we can take the 500s, that would be great. That would be a great signal. We're probably going to move higher here. I'm going to move my stop up a bit here. Getting a little bit of a pullback, because this is kind of the line in the sand here, this fair value gap. 62 down to 58, 58 to 62.
Licensing reimagined.
It's a little bit smaller than the way I had it framed out there. Pretty thin one. $57 to $62.50.
Artlist.io.
New 5-minute candle started here. Let's see a move here higher, boys. Let's
Music
go.
licensing reimagined.
Getting a bit of a pullback here, unfortunately. That could end up being the the higher low, or the lower high, sorry. Because if you look at the start of the day here, new low, higher or lower high, lower low. This could be lower high. Hopefully the buyers are here to protect.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's check out the 2-minute here. How's that looking? And looks like our handoff Vwap is right in the middle of that fair value gap. So it's kind of the last line in the sand here for us in this trade. If it does break and close below here, if I get the opportunity, probably close a trade. Relatively break even on the day right now. I was up 295 in my other account and now down 290 in this account. So we'll definitely be negative overall on the day, but reasonable negative anyways. So here's that fair value gap here. Looking pretty bearish though, boys. Pretty bearish. It's pretty dark below. We do still have those orders at 23,400. So respecting that fair value gap so far. Really need to get back up above this 9 EMA. But yeah, if we end up closing the 5-minute candle below that fair value gap, that's bad news. That means we're definitely going lower.
Artlist.io.
I think my trade management's not very good today. Although I did have my order here, wouldn't have got tapped. But I really should have considered taking the one of them off here, as I kind of figured it might reject off the 21.
Music licensing.
So we'll have to see if this gap holds or not. We're down 53 on this trade, 290 total on this account. This is one of my bigger losing days recently on this account. I think I've been keeping these losses down to like 250, 300. So this is my third trade though on this account. Just getting chopped up. Where's our IB? 730, 735. So our IB low is basically here. So that kind of shows that it was a failed auction. Let's put a IB low. Getting a little bounce out of that fair value gap. Let's hope it, we got 40 seconds left on this candle. It'd be nice if it could get back up above this 9 EMA, this white line.
Artlist.io.
But it seems like the bears are here in full effect. 13 seconds here. Are we going to hold this gap? Are they going to invert it again on us?
Music licensing.
Okay, well, we didn't close below it, so it's not inverted yet, but that kind of is unfortunate because now I'm going to want to wait till this candle closes. So we're going to have to wait for a 5-minute candle, which is gives it lots of time to come down and stop me out before before it closes. It could even just wick down and then end up closing up here, and then it's, you know, it's still valid.
Artlist.io.
So I am going to give it, I just didn't realize, I do want to be below the edge of this, at least below this candle here. So we're risking 139 more, so 290, 390, 430 max loss on this trade. I could just cut it here. I don't know, guys. It's not looking good. Hate to be so flip-floppy, but just kind of shouldn't have got in any of these trades, to be honest. It's just stuck in this choppy range here. It's not the best place to be trading, right? You want to be waiting for, you know, continuation one way or the other.
Artlist.io.
Could be one of those days where it just goes sideways sort of for the rest of the day here, or at least for quite a long time. Okay, so Jose might take a short on the eval to target low a day IB low on a low a day anchor break. Okay, yeah. Short at 452.25. 452.25. Okay, and your stop loss 513. Okay, well you got lots of room there. Your stop loss is basically at my first take profit. But I like it. I mean, the way that we've been looking here, I'm liking it. We are bouncing a bit right now, but it could definitely go either way still.
Artlist.io.
So good luck on that trade to, you know, to either of us, whoever is lucky enough to be in the right direction. You never know, maybe we'll both end up being winners in the end. Like it gets back up to here, maybe I'll close it, turns around, comes back down, hits your TP. That would be the hope for both of us to be successful on this trade.
Artlist.io.
Patrick Wieland is such a character, eh, guys? Have you guys ever watched his channel? Definitely don't use his trading as signals though, because sometimes he just takes a trade just to take a trade, you know.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we are flirting with that 9 EMA here. We got 1 minute left on the candle. It'd be really nice for me anyways if we can get a close above the 9. That fair value gap is still sort of holding there, that bullish one. Mag 7 isn't looking very great though. Looking like it might go lower here. Lots of wicks on the top side of the ES. A couple wicks on the top side of the NQ, so definitely could go either way right here.
Reimagined.
We need is some good news to come pop off. That would be amazing.
Artlist.io.
Got Canada's. How do I get out of that now?
Artlist.io.
Canada's budget balance for 2025. I don't know how to read this, but it was minus 6,000. Now it's plus 3,000.
Music licensing reimagined.
Well, we're starting to head lower here. 4 minutes on this candle still. Again, you're gonna have to see what happens with this fair value gap.
Artlist.io.
This trade might end up drawing out for a while here. We got 8 viewers. We got 5 in Randy's channel and 3 in mine. Might look to add in 1 more. Nice.
Music licensing.
8 viewers overall is pretty good. Happy about that. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Are we going to see a push higher here is the question.
Artlist.io.
We need Randy to pop in on stream here and summon a boner candle. Randy, if you're listening out there, we need you on channel. We need you on stream. I do have another format ready to go like this for if I have a viewer come on. You guys like that layout better or the other layout? You like me in the bottom left corner or the top right?
Artlist.io.
Let's see when maybe this better to be up on the top right because when I do the comment thing, it goes on the bottom left. So maybe it makes sense that I put me up on top right there.
Artlist.io.
Chop Central, guys. Chop Central. All right, Jose. Sounds good. What I can do is I'll adjust this a little bit over so that we can see these numbers clearly all the way.
Licensing reimagined.
There we go. What are we getting here? What are we getting here? Uh-oh.
Artlist.io.
Looking good for Jose. All right, we got 2 people saying top right. Sounds good to me. Thanks for the support, or not support, the feedback.
Music licensing reimagined.
I should have ran a poll, hey? I wonder if there's polls on this. We can run a poll from StreamYard. So I don't know if you guys, maybe you didn't hear earlier, but normally I use OBS for my streaming, but I've, since I've been working with Randy and Christine, I started using StreamYard. So it's kind of a whole new platform for me. I spent about an hour and a half last night just kind of setting things up. So did we invert that candle there? We kind of inverted that. Yeah, we kind of inverted that. It's looking good for Jose right now. Feeling like I should just cut this here, guys. I don't know. That'll put me down 370 on the day if I close this right now. 370 is better than 290, 390, 430. 430 on the day if I fully stop out.
Artlist.io.
I'll keep the finger on the trigger here to close this trade potentially. Save a couple bucks. But yeah, it's definitely looking pretty bearish right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Find a bit of support at the 450s there. But if we start taking that with any momentum, you know, it's going to hit my stop pretty fast. It's only 8 points lower. Time is at 8:46. Probably run the stream till 9, guys. Regardless if I win or lose this trade. Might stick around longer if I'm still in this trade, just so you guys can, if you're interested, you can keep watching. Ready to close it here if we break those. Look like we're breaking those 50s here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Should I play the bad sound or what? Nice, yeah, keep the risk small. I'm also 2 micros. Are we gonna get one of these guys? Let's see here. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's looking bearish. What to do? We're still fighting that 50. If we break that 50, we're just gonna rip down to my stop anyways. So are we gonna hold support on the 50? We're 2 points below it right now. The buyers are there, sort of.
Artlist.io.
Buyers are fighting that at that 50. But there's a good chance we're just going to get a Randy B boner to the downside, unfortunately. Creeping up on my stop here, 113 down. Let's hope that this is our higher low. 1 minute left on this candle. But it's not looking very good, to be honest. Yeah, pushing lower here. I'd hate to cut it early and then it bounce. $29 seconds left on this candle. On this 5. Holding the 50s so far.
Music licensing
450s.
reimagined.
Eight seconds. Looking like it's going to stop me out though. Are we going to hold those 50s? The next candle might just wick down right away. I closed it there, guys.
Artlist.io.
So down 423 on the day. That's unfortunate. I won't be taking any more trades on this account. So 295 on the one account, 450 in the other, so about 150
Music
negative on the day.
licensing reimagined.
Export these trades. Yeah, definitely would have stopped me out. I saved myself a few dollars there. Not much. Looking good, Jose. Congrats. I guess I gotta play the losing horn for me, but also that applause for Jose. Can't fight Jose. Does Bookmap say 23,400? Yeah, there's quite a few orders at 23,400. There's like 691 orders down at 23,400.
Artlist.io.
I think that's the right call there, Jose. If we're going to get some continuation, that's going to be the target for sure. Just, stuck in this chop. Really shouldn't have been taking these trades, to be honest. Gotta cancel, flatten all. Stick around till 9 anyways. See how the end of the day plays out here.
Artlist.io.
Just so you guys see it here too, I'm gonna lock this account out just because I don't want to be tempted to take any more trades and make it worse, right? So there we go. We're locked out till the end of the day on this account. Down 423. Not the best day, of course.
Reimagined.
Should have actually not taken any trades because I missed this whole entire move. But hindsight's 2020. Could have also closed some profit here once. Could have closed some profit there once. But I was being conservative, and I guess sometimes when you go with such small amount of shares, like, you're not really looking to take your profits that fast. Whereas if I had 10 MES or 10 MNQ, like, I definitely would have taken profit there because it would have been $200-300 in the profit, and same with this one too. So it's kind of the drawback of trading small size. You kind of like are hoping for a bigger move because the dollar amount is such a lower amount for those smaller moves anyways. Still got 7 viewers, 3 and 4. Let's get this off here. This is no longer valid. Dow's looking pretty bearish. Everything's looking bearish right now, guys. If they do get a move higher, like, they're building up a whole lot of pressure in this. But seems more likely we're heading lower. Jose's target 24,401 or 23,401, and then, like I was saying, the end target might be down here around 23,319 area to that downward trend line. Just so you guys know, I'll be going live on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern time for the market open after the weekend. Usually have pretty decent volatility. We'd be looking to, take a trade. A little bit better volatility typically on Sundays from over the weekend break. People ready to get back in there.
Music licensing reimagined.
But we got about 5 minutes left till 9 a.m. and we'll probably wrap it up there. Jose's trade's looking pretty good right now. Really haven't had any substantial candles for a while now. This one went from 509 to 70, so we got 40 points in that candle, but since then it's been a lot less, so 48 to 20 points ish there. So just kind of stuck in this chop here, guys.
Music licensing reimagined.
All right, looks like my dog kept his cold pad on his ear. I'm gonna take it off now.
Artlist.io.
I guess today just wasn't my day. I should have listened to my own thoughts earlier, and that is, you know, being down here, I didn't have targets or levels to play off of, so I kind of just used Vwap or you know, the EMAs or the handoffs, but those are less reliable. I like it if a handoff would line up with, like, you know, a certain level, like a value area low, point of control, or even the IV low. So this is a pretty key area here. If we can get a break below this, would be really nice for Jose here. Starting to get anxious, eh? Well, you got to be you're in the money a bit here, right? I think. What did you say you you entered at 452.25. 452.25. So you are, oh, you got like 10 points already. Oh, 40, 52, 40. Yeah, 10, 12 points so far. So, I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to trade, but normally I try to take, you know, some profits. Oh, but you said you added 2, right? Added 1 near my entry, 2 micros in. Okay, so you're near your entry. So that one's also roughly 10 points up. So you could think about taking a partial and then, you know, put your stop to break even if you're starting to feel unsure about that. How'd you do, Czar? And are you being sarcastic or are you being serious? I mean, if you caught that short at the get-go, love news days and gold. Okay. So gold had some nice price movement today. So we're breaking that IB low right now. Like, this would be a good place to probably consider taking a partial there, Jose, just to guarantee that you're going to have some green on this trade. Not financial advice. That's just how I look at it, but you know, everybody's different, so definitely play your game. There you go, nice. Yeah, I mean, let's hope that this continues now for you, and you're gonna get your get that move lower. Really shouldn't have reversed my trade there. Just making some poor decisions today, guys. In my opinion. Wow, hey.
Music licensing reimagined.
Nice, nice. Do I have gold? silver. Is it AU?
Artlist.io.
I never actually traded gold before, so micro ether, crude, micro. Oh, there is a micro Bitcoin. No way! I didn't know we could trade Bitcoin futures on here, eh? Cool. Okay, so I think this is gold. Yeah, that's pretty beautiful price action there. I don't know if this is the right chart, but it's definitely been bullish for a while now.
Artlist.io.
That's crazy. I didn't know that we could trade futures, Bitcoin futures. Where'd that go? Bitcoin looks like looking like it's selling off today. Let's get back to Jose's trade here. So far, that partial is looking like a good choice. Tapped out in profit, smooth greenish today. Nice, smallish green today. That's awesome.
Artlist.io.
Get some applause for that. Nice trade, Jose.
Artlist.io.
Sweet, guys. Okay, well, it is past 9 now, so I think I'm going to wrap it up here. But thanks so much for joining the stream.
Licensing reimagined.
Good to see you in here, Tim. Got you in my channel for a bit there. What was the symbol on the micro Bitcoin? That was, let's see, where did that go? Micro Bitcoin. It's MBTU 25. Micro Bitcoin, MBTU 25.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, okay, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot for checking in, and hopefully I'll see you guys on Sunday with a better result than negative $423, I hope.
Licensing reimagined.
But, you know, you got to detach yourself from these wins and losses, right? The wins can make you tilt just as much as the losses, right? So keep that in mind. Try to forget about the losses and come in with a clean mind. Hey, Tim, thanks so much for subbing. I appreciate it. Slowly trying to grind my way up to the 500 subs so I can start figuring out some other income streams, maybe some swag and stuff. I'll give you guys a quick look at some of the swag that I've been kind of coming up with. So to go along with my Market Butcher channel, I've been making like aprons actually for. So if you can see on my chair here, we got. Let me get the mic out of the way. We got the Market Butcher apron, and then, you know, Randy's boner candle. So I also made one of those. This boner candle, big green candle.
Artlist.
We were looking for that today, but Jose was right and I was wrong. I have blown 2 Apex 50K today, trading 10 NQ. Oh, damn, Keith. So you passed, earlier you said you passed an eval though, right? passed a combine today, but then you blew. Oh, they're only $17 each. Two Apex two Apex 50K. Yeah, I should think about getting those, some of those accounts too. Those are super cheap, hey? What's the activation fee for that? Is it like 120, 150 bucks or something if you pass those on the Apex? They're like a 90% off on the Apex right now. $85. Well, that's pretty good, eh? So all in $100,
Artlist.io.
roughly. Very nice. Okay, guys. Thanks again for coming to the stream. Appreciate the content or the comments and the likes and the follows. And hopefully I'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a great weekend.
Music licensing reimagined.
And stay safe out there, traders. Don't blow any accounts. At least they're cheap combines, right, Keith? And not your funded accounts. So, all right, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend.